What a year it's been. We've been in class, out of class, together, apart, but thankfully throughout all of it, we've stayed connected.
Good evening. Riley and I are honored to speak on behalf of the grade 8 graduates of the Hill Academy. Well, we made it. We're all finally here, turning the page on this new chapter of our lives.
It was a journey, a road full of bumps and potholes to make it here graduating elementary school. Now we stand before you looking back on all the years of legacies we've made and left behind together.
I think we're all happy and excited to finally finish these years, but also nervous to usher in this new era full of change and unpredictable events.
Graduation is defined as the completion of a class or course of study. Graduation means more to me than that. Growing, evolving, and progressing all seem to be metaphors for success.
Graduation is one of the most significant events in our life since it fills in those blank pages of our life story. It's our first footsteps into forming many new memories and much, much more.
Today is not just about graduating. It's about honoring our prior achievements and moving on no matter how difficult this year was and next year might be.
We'd like to start off by saying a huge thank you to all of our amazing teachers and coaches.
They have really been energetic and encouraging throughout the entire school year and the many struggles that came along with COVID. I think the entire Hill community is really proud of all the students for stepping up and maintaining a positive attitude throughout the year. I know a group that has really stepped out throughout the year. It was the 5-6s. They always embodied the Hill ideals and the Hill competitiveness.
I think throughout COVID, everyone at the Hill has stepped up to reach their highest level of achievement.
I understand this year wasn't easy and this may not have been the graduation we all hoped for, but I'm confident that it will be remembered.
How could we forget the debate in Mr. Collins' class, or the occasions when Mr. Cook would play flappy golf with us when we were having a bad day?
And you can't forget about the movies in French where Miss V would be explaining something and we would all start laughing.
Despite the hurdles we've had this year, the junior school has had such a great time and made quite a lot of memories.
The school's unconditional support is the reason why everyone achieves their objectives even when they might not want to.
What brought us all together?
Our parents, our skill, competitiveness, our will to learn, and our desire to take our skills to the next level.
Where will we go from here? Will we all ever be back here again together?
We all have really big dreams, and following our dreams will take us all in different directions.
We may never be back here again with the same group of friends.
But we will always be friends and support one another as we either play for university, our country, or professionally.
The Hill has given us a foundation to follow our dreams.
And for that, each and every one of us in this graduating class will forever be thankful.
So here we are, the Hill graduating class of 2021.
All with different beginnings, all with different futures, but forever connected
as friends.
Good evening, faculty, parents, and Hill graduates. My name is Natyshak, and I am honored to be one of the 2 valedictorians this year. For some, the Hill has been home for many years, while others have joined more recently. What is so impressive about this school is its ability to make all students feel welcomed and valued the minute they enter the campus. I don't need to remind you that this will not be a typical graduation. There will be no walking across the stage to receive our diploma. We will not throw our hats in the air or take family pictures in front of the school. Despite this, we are still graduating and should be proud of our accomplishments. We are part of an amazing school community that collectively stands with us as we wrap up this chapter in our lives and will be cheering us on as we begin our next phase. Tonight we stand on the brink of our future, the first day of the rest of our lives. Some of us may be wondering what our future holds. It is okay to wonder, but it is also important to realize that our future is not just something that happens to us. Instead, it is up to us to create. I can hear our coaches urging us to embrace the opportunities before us by taking what we have learned from the Hill and putting it to good use. To paraphrase William Shakespeare, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. We can't always count on being born great or handed greatness on a silver platter. What we must believe is that the opportunity to achieve greatness is within our grasp. Many celebrated athletes began their lives as kids like you and me. To be a remarkable athlete, you must be a well-rounded person. To achieve greatness, you must have more than raw talent. Greatness is not only defined by the number of goals you score or loose balls you win. To leave a legacy, you must show respect, sportsmanship, and community with all those whose path you've crossed. The day we put on the blue feather, we became a part of the Hill family and have created memories that will stay with us forever. From early morning practices to our daily band and plate warm-ups, we have spent countless hours together on the field, on the ice, in the gym, and in the classroom. We have established genuine friendships, which have been formed by spending long bus rides together, nights in hotels, and perhaps most importantly, knowing that we can count on one another. Since we were young, we spent thousands of hours perfecting our skills, working out with a focus on becoming the best athlete possible. We have given up a lot to chase our dreams, but I think each of us would agree it was worth it. The Hill Academy is a school where we can gather with like-minded people who push each other to get better. Losing our senior year, the 1 year we had all been waiting for, is unfortunate, but will in the end make us stronger. How can we forget spending 6 hours with one another after a morning practice and workouts without being able to shower? If only the Hill could have forecasted the pandemic, they would have had Febreze sponsor us instead of Warrior. They missed a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to use the slogan, "You've gone nose blind." On the first day of each school year, we are reminded of what the Hill stands for. H. As Hill students, we are expected to perform at the greatest level possible in both academics and athletics. I. Independence. Each of us is supported with the goal of preparation for the next level. L. Leadership. As Hill students, we are given opportunities to develop and improve our leadership skills. Leadership is a skill that will benefit us as athletes and throughout our lives. L. Legacy. As a Hill student, we are shown the value of legacy and are provided with the opportunity to leave a positive imprint at every point of contact. Our time together will soon be coming to a close. We will not be the graduating class defined by COVID-19, but by the relationships we have formed in spite of it. We will be remembered as a group who had commitment, grit, and optimism. We have collectively achieved greatness as each of us showed up each day, even under the worst conditions. These traits are the legacy the class of 2021 will leave behind. Thank you.
Well, here we are, but where is really here? For me, I can say and believe that my time at the Hill flew by like no tomorrow. The first days walking to an atmosphere where it is okay to be different and encouraged to be the best version of yourself really impacted and changed me as a person and literally has made me who I am today. Each time that things got rough or tough, as they did, I knew I could look back to my 19 other teammates to be there for me, not just telling me that things are going to be okay, but to keep on pushing through and working harder every single day. From having to do bear crawls up and down the Sports Village hallway to running up and down the top of hockey arenas, this allowed us to face adversity head on and tackle every challenge that came our way. One vivid day that lives in my head was showing up to McNaughton early in the morning and seeing Coach Noble and his black truck. That questionable black truck only meant one thing. We knew we had a hard workout coming to us, but once again, we tackled it head on. Pushing sleds up and down the field as the turf slips from underneath our feet. Carrying people fireman style to half and back and having to transport people as they stood on 45-pound plates. After that day, I felt like I could handle anything that came my way because I knew my teammates would be right behind me, pushing as hard as I was and giving it their all as well. Grade 9, walking into the Sports Village and realizing we were the youngest in the school and realizing we may have just changed our lives. We filled our heads with questions such as, will we ever reach the highest level of achievement? Will our legacy be remembered? We looked up and inspired to be the oldest and successful, but we were still young, never really putting things into perspective, and we were only in grade 9. Grade 10, we started figuring things out, such as buying in, but it became evident that was the year that would be most forgotten. It was a year that passed by and nobody really knew, but it would be the last time we would be allowed to wear jerseys and go on bus trips, to travel across the border representing the Hill Academy. Grade 11, that was the year we got to know each other for who everyone really was. Everyone started pushing each other to the limits so success would be achieved. Grades played a role in determining where the future would take us and what opportunities would come. Everyone had their goals and achievements in their head, but together we pushed on to achieve goals and achievements to help each other out. We finally felt like we could walk the walk of the leaders before us. Our confidence finally found us. Even though we couldn't travel, we made the most of the year and showed up and attended every online class and every online workout. Grade 12. That was the biggest blur of my life. I blinked and it was already Christmas. Then I sneezed and it was mid-May. This is where friendships were really made. We understood people for who they were and accepted the differences, but still pushed on like a train with a full head of steam. No matter female or male, we pushed on each other in the weight room and encouraged others as they pushed their own limits. We now had people looking up to us, and instead I looked behind at all the talent that was following me, and I realized I was once there. I hope they understand what the future holds for them and embrace it instead of rushing to get to it. To our teachers, thank you for taking the time out of your day to join a Google Meet or Zoom, where you probably had to look at a bunch of name icons until the one brave soul had the courage to turn on their screen. Furthermore, thank you to each teacher who has prepared us for the next steps and moving forward in life. To the workout coaches, I've now realized that every tough workout where I can barely feel my arms or legs afterward has paid off. I know I will be prepared for the next steps of my life and in college workouts. 12 Days of Christmas workout will remain in my head, as that is the one workout that no Hill Academy student will ever forget. Lacrosse has changed my life. The Hill Academy has changed my life. I stand here today to talk about my journey and how dreams can come be reality when you focus in your mind on what you want and what you enjoy. It's like they say, when you get older, have a career and make sure it's the file you enjoy or it just becomes a job. School is much the same. Enjoy where you go and ensure it aligns with your dreams and passions. Then it's not so much having to school, but building a future instead. And we can finally say, class of 2021, we graduated.
Hello, Hill Academy graduates, parents, and staff. My name is Annabel Child, and I'm currently a PG student at the school.
And I'm Kylea Dobson, and we were the 2020 Valedictorians. I just finished my first year at the University of Louisville. I know that some of you might not know who we are or even care about us, and that's okay, but hopefully you can take something out of what we have to say to you all.
Congratulations, graduates. You did it. Graduated and completed another COVID school year.
From a new campus to your grade 11 year being cut short in a whole new school year during a pandemic, you made it, finally.
No one could predict that your high school experience would have turned out this way, and to top it off, a virtual grad.
But hey, at least you guys got a grad.
You are now a Hill Academy alumni. No matter if you have spent your whole high school career at the Hill or only attended for 1 year, the time you have spent here creating memories will last you a lifetime.
I'm sure, as you all know, the Hill isn't for everyone. The long days, intense practices, hard workouts, all while trying to succeed in the classroom can be tough for most students, but you all managed to make it work and should be proud of that. These experiences will help you conquer any adversity that comes your way in the future.
Everyone's path may be different. You could find yourself at an unexpected PG year.
Or you could find yourself attending 2 different schools all in your first year of university.
But regardless of where you are next year, be grateful for the memories and friendships that you have created at the Hill.
I hope that you'll all take with you the pillars of the HILL moving forward, as they will set you up for success in whatever you choose.
Your time at the Hill was especially difficult with the loss of multiple seasons, while still having to work towards your highest level of achievement. All the backyard practices, basement workouts, and team Zooms will pay off when you finally get to play your sport again.
A year ago, we were in your shoes, excited to close this chapter of our lives and move on. We thought we knew exactly what the next 4 years of our lives would look like. I thought I would be playing lacrosse at Jacksonville University, studying education, and living my best life at the beach. But things happen, life throws you a curveball, and everything changes. 4 months later, I am now at the University of Louisville studying business administration. When I came home at Christmas, not wanting to play the sport I loved since I was 4 and feeling unmotivated, I decided to make a change in how my college experience was going. No one tells you how serious it is to take risks and make decisions for your happiness, but attending the University of Louisville has been a great experience as much as COVID permits, and I'm glad that the support of my parents, friends, and staff at the Hill Academy to get me through this. If I could give you all one piece of advice after being 1 year out of university, it would be to always put yourself and your happiness first.
I spent last summer preparing to leave for Harvard, but obviously that didn't end up happening. As difficult as it was to have this massive change of plans and so much uncertainty with what came next for me, I'm thankful I had a school like the Hill to return to. A community of student athletes that have the same mindsets and goals as me, who are all trying to make the most of a pandemic year. I'm so grateful for the support of my teammates, coaches, and teachers at the Hill who helped me make the best of an unexpected PG year. I know many of you may be uncertain of how your next year will play out, which is very difficult. If I can say one thing, it is to make the most of wherever you end up, and don't measure your new situation on where your peers are. Regardless of where you are or what you're doing, all the hard work you've put in at the Hill will serve you well and set you up for all the work you will have to continue to put in.
The Hill prides itself on the value of each and every one of yours legacy. You are the first graduating class from the new campus, which is something you should all be excited about.
You have all laid the groundwork for the potential that this school and its new facilities have. For those of you that experienced the sports village and now the new campus, understand the importance of those that came before you and ran out on the backfield or bus to McNaughton for practice. Those that worked out in the lobby while parents took kids to hockey have allowed us the privilege of having our own brand new gym and facilities.
This school has come so far, and this is because every student that has walked through the doors of the Hill Academy. As you graduate, you will remember the hard work and dedication you all put into the school for years to come. Each one of you has had a unique identity that created your legacy at the Hill, leaving the school better than when you first joined it. We hope that you will continue to leave a positive mark on every institution and team that you are a part of and continue to grow as athletes and people.
No matter where life takes you, you will always be connected to the Hill, whether it be through the number on your jersey or simply through the memories and lessons learned from your experiences here. You will always be a part of the Hill Academy family, something we can all be exceptionally proud and grateful for.
Thank you again, and congratulations on graduating.